Hi, this is Anna again, and I'm here to share with you a new video. Um, and the topic that we are going to talk about is about what you should do or what you can do if you are in a situation where you're being sexually abused, especially if you're a child, you're a minor, whether you're being abused in your own home, at school, or let's just say you're maybe a minor but you are able to work, could be in a workplace. So these following guidelines is a personal advice from me, because I know how it feels to feel stuck and alone in a situation that you may think is not in your control. So the number one thing that I would advise you to do, if I were you, I would start with saying no. When somebody is harassing you to the point that they want to force you to do things that you don't want to do, especially sexually, whether to touch your body, to touch yourself, or to touch them, it's definitely not acceptable. So saying no with a firm voice is something that I would recommend for you to do. At least start with that. And if you get a chance, walk away or run. No one really has the right to touch you, your body, without your consent, especially if you are a minor. I notice as well, now that I am a grown-up, I notice that sex offenders, regardless if they are trying to assault an adult or assault a child, the main reason that they're doing such thing is because they feel superior. They feel superior over other people. They feel superior over their victim. Maybe some people would feel inferior, but they're using that behavior to make them feel superior. But they definitely feel superior over their victim, especially children, because they know that children would automatically feel overpowered. But if you show authority and power, they can actually back off. So you can either say, no, I don't want to do it, or do you want me to tell my parents? Do you want me to tell my dad? Do you want me to tell my mom? Or you can just say, no, I don't want to. No, you have no right to touch me, as long as it does not jeopardy your safety. Some people would probably feel desperate already to get out of a situation and probably rush in trying to escape, probably jeopardize their life, and they probably don't care anymore. But let's talk about you trying to get out of your situation safely. So if you said no, or you told your offender to stop, and if the offender does not stop and threatened you instead, or your life is in danger in that moment, do as the offenders say. Leave when it is safe for you to do so. If you can't find a safe place, find the safe time. I mean, find the right timing. For example, when the offender is not present, is it safe for you to do something, or are you able to speak to other people when the offender is not present? This way you can talk to people whom you may be able to trust. When you know that you are in a safe place and safe time, look for a trusted first point of contact. Parents is usually the first point of contact, because of course they're the first people, despite that many of us probably don't have a good relationship with their parents. Our parents always want the best for us, or parents always want the best for their children. However, if your parents may be the offender, or one of your parents may be the offender, or if you feel that your parent may be taking the side of the offender, or after you told your parents about what is happening and they don't want to help, then you need to move to step 4. Well, we did saying no or saying stop. That's number 1. Number 2 is trying to find a safe time or safe timing to plan things out, of course. And number 3 is finding a trusted person to talk to. Now, if number 3 is not going to work for you for any reason, reach out to one of your friends that you can trust. Hopefully you can trust your friends' parents. Then that will be your next point of contact. This is definitely applicable to little children. Now, if you think you really have nobody else, or whether step number 3 is not applicable for you, you can actually skip that and go straight to number 4, which is besides calling or reaching out to your friends' parents or your friends, you can call the police or 911, because they are the expert. They are skilled to combat different type of criminals. Number 5, have some money. Save some money. Now, if you are a child, it may or may not be applicable for you. For people who are old enough to work to earn money, or if you have access to money, like allowance, for example, save the money. If you are old enough to stand on your own, having some money to start will actually help you find a safe place to stay for yourself. And if you are someone who don't have family, and the court may have ruled to find you a new family or something similar, regardless if your new family or foster family are nice or not, because I've heard some stories where their foster families or adopted families are physically abusive, or they are also abusive. Think about your situation before and your situation now. If you are in a situation, or in a care of unadopted families or foster families, compare your safety level. Is it safer? Is there no sexual abuse happening anymore? Is your life not in danger? Because if your life is not in danger and there's no sexual abuse anymore, maybe they're too strict, or maybe they don't show enough love and affection. That's okay. As long as the place is safer for you, stay. If they don't show you love, love yourself. Take care of yourself. Speak the truth and speak good to yourself. Because the most important thing now is that the most important thing in this case is that you have a shelter. You have a shelter and a roof above your head. You have food to eat, and maybe you would also have a source to money, because there may be some bad foster families or adoptive families, but there are also good ones. There are good ones who will take care of you, who will provide for you, who will nurture you. And if you're in that situation, take advantage of it. Save money. Whether or not you want to stay in that place and stay in that family, with that family, sooner or later, you would want to have your own space. And if you don't have access to money or source of money, while you're staying with them and you're not paying your own bills, find a way to earn money and start saving. Every state, every country is different. Some countries, they would allow you to work at an early age. Maybe not a high paying job, but at least you'll get something. In the US, there is definitely age limit. Every state is different. You can search what is the age limit, or you can also go to companies nearby or somewhere close to your work and maybe look look online, or um, look in a newspaper. Some stores would have newspaper that is just laying around. You can probably just sneak in and read a little bit the um, job posts very quickly, or you can also just look for job find websites. Or you can also ask your friends, maybe they have families who maybe may work in an agency that they can refer you. Those things that you can actually do so. Now, I just want you to remember, always, always remember this. That if other people don't save you, have the courage to save yourself. And if all your plans of saving yourself never worked or have not worked, be patient and keep trying. It only means that God has a different rescue plan for you and help is on the way. And you would probably say, God hates you because of all the struggles that you're going through. Maybe because your situation keeps repeating. Analyze what it is that is causing it to keep repeating. Maybe there are behaviors that you keep doing, or that you kept doing, that may be causing for the same scenario to happen. For example, this is just an example. For example, in a situation, this is a different abuse situation. So if a woman married a man whom she met maybe only for 2 months, doesn't know anything about the person, didn't even find a chance to know the person, just jumped right in because maybe the person has money. Let's just say that. But then the person is very abusive, and she didn't know that he had been in a relationship, and he's always been abusive, and it's been recorded in the police. There's police records and stuff like that. Now, she left. The person may be able to move on and look for another victim, let's just say. Now, the woman left and tried to move on by herself, provide for herself and live a life, and maybe she ended up trying to divert her attention and emotions by going to parties. Go parties and not giving any care of what's gonna happen, and she ended up meeting another person again. Now, because she's lonely, this new person, she doesn't know this person showed a little bit of caring, but because she's lonely and she was hurt and she wanted to feel protected and cared and loved, she jumped right in again. And then same thing happened. Because she didn't give it time to know the person, then the person ended up abusing her again. And maybe even more. Physically abusive, keeps cheating. So it's like, and then if we think about the situation when I said analyze what it is that is causing it to keep repeating, is that what is the root cause that is the reason why the abuse is happening, or what is the lesson that you need to learn that you're maybe missing. Do you need to learn to forgive? Do you need to learn to understand where they're coming from? Do you need to learn to love from a distance? Do you need to learn to love unconditionally? Or do you need to learn how to love yourself more? You see, every situation is temporary. And I know and I believe that nothing in this world that cannot be gained and cannot be sustained by prayers, patience, and persistence. And as far as I know, I've gone through tough times as well. I also tried and attempted to run away from home when I was I was maybe 13. Yeah, 13. And I thought I would look for a job. I was young. I thought I would look for a job, maybe like a housemaid or something. And I'm gonna try to save money and go back to school. And then I realized, well, I was found. So I went back to the same place and went back to the same chaotic world of being sexually abused. And I thought about it now as an adult, and I was thinking, you know what? It could have been worse. Maybe God was just trying to protect me. God knows what other abusive people I would meet during that time. And I was only 13. God knows if there are people who are crazier than the people I was dealing with. And God knows if I could have probably get involved with someone who's also young and get pregnant and, have kids at very early age or whatever. But again, I need you to hold my words. Trials are given to test our courage, patience, faith, and intentions, because this only means that there's a huge blessings waiting for you. I'm not saying it's gonna be the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. Maybe it'll take another decade. God knows. But I know for sure that blessing is on the way. So, I hope that you are safe wherever you are right now. If you are watching this and you're going through tough times, if you think that your life is in danger and there's no way that these people or person that's abusing you is going to make your life any easier soon, you could probably try to run away before anything else, or call 911, or wherever you are, what country you may be located in, call the emergency hotline and seek for rescue or for help. But again, you don't need to wait for other people to rescue you. You can actually rescue yourself. Have courage to rescue yourself. Just make sure that your priority is your safety. And if there's any other children involved, if you are not a child yourself. Anyway, I will see you in the next video.